So with any kind of writing, whether it's an annotated bibliography, a research paper, or even a YouTube video, the easiest way to learn how to do it is by seeing the final product. It's easier to know what to do when you kind of see where you're going as a whole. Now, that said, people have different learning styles, and some people really like to go step by step. So for you, if you'd like to just go step by step, there's video 3 and 4, which will walk you through the process of creating your annotated bibliography. But in this video, I'll show you a final draft so you can see what you're going for. I'll show you what a bibliography that would earn 50 points looks like, and I'll show you what a bibliography that would earn 45 points would look like. So just as a reminder, this is the grading for the annotated bibliography. It's the simplified 50-point grading scale that I've used a lot in the class. So essentially you've got a basement grade of B-, and you've got a top grade of A. So 50 points is more than 3 sources. So that means that you've gone beyond what you already had. And 45 points, or A-, is 3 sources. So that means you're working with the sources that you've already put onto D2L. And 40 points is B-, incomplete, or didn't follow directions. 0 points, didn't turn it in. With this screenshot, I'm just going to walk you through the sample annotated bibliography that I've put online. It's in the same module with these videos, and you can simply download this document and use it as a sample. You can use the same formatting, and it basically is a guide for you to follow. This is the 50-point bibliography, and the reason it's 50 points is simply because rather than having here, I have first source, and then page 2 is my second source, page 3 is my third source. I've actually done a little bit more work this week, and I've added on 2 additional sources. So I've done additional research, which brings the point value up to 50 points. So I have 2 additional articles, and that's really the only difference between 50 points and 45. So just to show you, each of those pages is following the same template. I want you to have both MLA and APA style. The reason is because I'd like you to learn that putting together these styles is not that hard. They're really the same thing in a different order, and I have a separate video about that. The next element is the permalink, and I also will have that as part of the MLA and APA video. And then after that, there are 3 questions I want you to answer about each. Most of this information is really just going to be editing down what you already have on D2L. So I want you to talk about what this particular text says about happiness. Then I want you to imagine if the text could talk, what it would say to your other texts, and what would they say to it. And then finally, what do you say? So I guess we're working with this idea of conversation, and we've talked about this a lot in class. Making a conversation, putting texts into conversation. They don't actually speak to each other. You're the one that makes them speak, and that's really the whole work of doing a research paper. It's putting texts into conversation with other texts. All right, so that wraps up what the final product should look like, and now on to how to gather your research from the first half of the semester to create the annotated bibliography.